Good morning and welcome to the Yorkshire Gardeners live Facebook for today. I'll just wait for some people to tune in and then we'll get started. Make sure you say hello as you join so that I know that you've joined. It's a bit cool down here on the allotment today, wrapped up warm, about 3 layers on. But yeah, it's very cold down here today. Good morning, Helen, or good afternoon. Just waiting for some more people to join. Starting to fill up now. Make sure you say hello as you join. Good afternoon, Ryan. Just wait for a few more people to join and then we'll get on a tour of how the allotment's looking. How do, Ryan? Hi, Mary. Hi, Laura. Right, as you can see, I'm wrapped up warm today. It's absolutely freezing down here in Sheffield. We did have a try of rain earlier, but it stopped thankfully. But I've got about 3 layers on, my hat on, keeping my big ears warm. So yeah, let's go on a little tour of the allotment. Let me just flick it round. So I'll just take you up to the top of the plot first. Hello, Rebecca. Thank you for joining. Hello from your potting shed. So right, let me take you to the top of the plot at the moment. So right, that is what it's looking like at the moment. I've got a few more beds put in. I've got them to paint. I've painted one this morning. Got this other one to paint this afternoon. And then I'm going to be clearing out these brambles down the side. I've got 2 more beds to put in that area and get them painted up. Like I said before, I'm rearranging all my plot this year to try and make use of the space. So we'll see how we get on. Down here is a little pond I've got. I did have some frog spawn in it. They're in it somewhere. So hopefully I'll get some froggies again this year. Got some nettles. Everybody's got nettles on the plot. I've seen quite a few recipes for nettles actually, so I might try some of them this year. So going further down here are some of my old strawberry plants which are going to come out. They're moving. I'm going to be splitting them up. I might have some more strawberry plants available soon if anybody wants any. I know quite a few people have had them off me. Last week I planted my onions out. I've done a video on that which I'll be publishing soon on how to plant onions outside. I've got them netted over because if you don't net them over, the pigeons tend to eat the tops off them and stop them from growing. I planted my first lot of potatoes. I've got one set left to plant. They're in the ground at the moment, so keep watching them every few days. I've also done a video on that, so that'll be getting uploaded soon. These are where I've put some of my new strawberry plants. like I said before, I won't get many strawberries this year as these are first year plants, so they won't get many plants, strawberries on them, but in the next couple of years they will do. Some more strawberry plants, and then down this edging I'm hoping to have runner beans down this side along with all my new raspberry canes which I've started growing. So yeah, down here is all my rhubarb, and look, it looks fantastic. So yeah, it's doing well. And down this side I've got all strawberry plants. My blossom's starting to come. You alright? Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'll be. Yeah, you're fine. Some more plants. All the blossoms coming. So I'll take you inside my shed. This is inside my shed. Good morning, Kerry. These are some more onions I've got to plant out. I started all them off in trays and they're doing fantastic. I just give them that extra kick to start off with. So they'll all be going in. And down here is all my seeds that are growing. They're all coming on well now. Sweet corn's coming. Melon. I grew them for the first time last year and they did fantastic, so I'm going to grow more melons this year. I couldn't get enough of them. Courgettes. They're for all my friends, they enjoy courgettes. Sunflowers, I'm going to grow sunflowers this year. I'm going to use the seeds, what I get from the sunflowers, to eat. They're quite nutritious. So yeah, they're doing well. They need potting out soon. Some beetroot, pumpkins, and cucumbers. I grow a Market More variety. They do really well. I've never had any issues with them. And I must have got over 100 last year. So yeah, I'm keeping them again. And those are my raspberry canes, which I'm going to be having a raspberry hedge soon. So they're doing fantastic. And then these are all my other seeds what I've got growing. Absolutely loads. All different varieties of tomatoes. Red cherry, moneymaker, mini bell. I've not tried them before. Alicante. Gardener's delight. So yeah. And the carrots. Peppers. I was asked about peppers the other day by one of my friends. I think it was Kerry actually. So yeah, I'm growing peppers. Hot jalapeno. If you like them ones, Kerry. Carrots. Normal peppers. Marrows. So yeah. And I've not even started planting all my flower seeds yet. These are just all my vegetable seeds. So last year I grew flowers for the first time, which did really well and attracted the bees. So I'm doing that again this year. And then these are all my herbs what I started in plastic recyclable tubs. And I've also got some potatoes growing in a sack. I'm trying them this year. I'm going to see which ones do best, in a sack or outside. Which ones do you think will grow best? And these are all my rhubarb, what I started from seed. I wanted to show you how easy it is to grow rhubarb from seed. To start it off, as you can see, they're all growing, so they're doing fantastic. So I might have some rhubarb plants available as well soon for people, if anybody want any rhubarb plants, as I've got loads. And then these were my runner beans, what I started in pots. So yeah, they're popping through. So yeah, that is how it's all looking so far. So let's check the comments. Laura, it's a big plot. Yes, it's massive. That's why I spend most of my life down here. I have to spend so much time down here. And last year in summer, I was down here all the time, just watering it. As you remember, it was one of the hottest summers last year, so it was so hard work keeping it all watered. But I did reap the rewards last year. For those that haven't entered the competition as well, what I posted yesterday, make sure you enter that. You need to like it, you need to share it, you need to comment to people who you enjoy having brews with, and also make sure that you like my page to be in with a chance to win it. So yeah, it's doing really well at the moment. I've had about over 78 shares. So yeah, I know there's about 3,500 of you in this page, so make sure that you all get involved. It's my first competition with my first bit of merchandise on, so I want it to go to somebody that's part of the page, which would be fantastic. That's a hell of a lot of rhubarb. Yes, it is, Ryan. It's a hell of a lot of rhubarb, and that's why I've got a lot of friends that enjoy eating it. As you remember last year, I kept bringing it up to Excel for people to enjoy. Which goes on to my next thing. Last week I posted about starting a recipe book, so I'm going to be publishing a rhubarb recipe book. I'm getting all the recipes together at the moment into a book. I'm also going to be making YouTube videos on how to cook some of the recipes. Nice simple recipes, nice easy for everybody to do. They've got to be simple for me to do them, so even though I did food technology at school. So yeah, I'm going to be doing recipes on that. Hopefully I'll be filming them this week, so they'll be going live from next weekend for you to watch. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for you to keep up to date with all the new recipes what are going to be popping up. Has anybody got any questions? What's everybody else up to on their plots at the moment? If you've got an allotment, let me know. You don't have to have an allotment to plant fruit and vegetables. You can do them in your backyard. Like I said, with potatoes, you can plant them in sacks, like I've done. Peas, you can plant them in tubs. Runner beans, you can plant them in tubs like I've done with some of mine. I wanted to show you how it was done. I did a video on that, which you can see on the channel. So yeah, you can actually grow a lot of stuff in your garden. Lettuce, you can grow in tubs. Anything really. It'll all grow as long as you look after it and water it. So yeah, that's that. So is anybody else up to anything on their allotments today? So, like I said earlier, I've filmed a lot more videos, which will be going up soon. How to plant your onions outside, how to plant your potatoes outside, how to plant them in bags. I've also done a video on planting my herbs in containers, showing you how to do that. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I've also got a few more vlogs what I need to upload. Time is so precious at the moment, I've not had a chance to do a lot of it. I'm filming it all but just not uploading it. So yeah, Marianne, have mine in garden recycling, single beds as my raised beds, excellent. Looking forward to the rhubarb recipes. I have about 10 plants. I am sick of rhubarb crumble. That's all everybody seems to be able to make, rhubarb crumble or jam, rhubarb jam. Or I've seen a lot of people say that they've been making rhubarb gin, which I definitely need to try. Not that I'm a drinker, but I did go out drinking last night, so I'm a bit hungover this morning. So yeah, those rhubarb. Can I see your rhubarb again, please? I'm not sure mine is doing too well. My first year growing from, let me just expand that, from seed. I will just flick it around. Those are my rhubarb seeds, Rebecca. They will take a few years to get going, as they're quite slow at growing. I planted them about 3 weeks ago, I think it was. So yeah, those are what they're looking like at the moment. I did put cling film over them to start helping them to germinate. I'm watering them every couple of days. So that's what they're looking like at the moment. my main rhubarb plants that I've got in at the moment, they've been in about 15 years since I got the plot. That was one of the first things that I did. So they're doing really well at the moment. And I don't know how long they do last for rhubarb plants, whether they last forever. That's a good question. But I need to start some new ones off. I might start a new area for my rhubarb plants just in case they don't do as well. When my seeds are through, when should I start giving them feed, or don't I? Any seeds, not just the rhubarb. To be honest, I never feed my seeds, Dawn. They get their food from the compost, so I never give them any food. I don't spend a lot of money on my plot, as I don't have a lot to spend on it. So I just make use of what I've got. You can obviously feed the plants once they're in the ground, but I never waste any money on spending money on feed for the seeds. I tend to put chicken pellets down or something when they're outside in the ground, which will also help the soil. But yeah, I never spend any feed on the plants, seeds. So I hope that answers your question on that one. So has anybody else started any other seeds off at the moment? I'm trying a few new seeds this year. Peppers I've not grown before, and chilies, so they're a new one to me. Every year I try carrots, and I never have no luck with carrots, so I'm going to try them again this year. I've got a few ideas on how to try them, so we'll see how they get on. My best one that I tried for the first time last year, like I said, was melon, so I'm growing that again this year. I only grew a few melon plants last year, but because how well they did, whether it was because of the heat, I'm going to be growing them again this year, but on a bigger abundance than last year, so that I get a better crop. One of the things somebody once told me is that to support the melons as they're growing, you need to use old bras to take the weight of them. Unfortunately, I didn't have no bras, so I put them on just plant pots to rest them, which they did fine. So that's a little tip there for you if you do have melons. It's first year that I've tried growing raspberries from cuttings, so that's a trial and error this year, and as I said, they're doing fantastic. So I'm hoping to get them outside in the next fortnight to start my new raspberry hedge. So hopefully I will get thousands of raspberries. I'm going to keep doing that every year until I've got a massive raspberry hedge, because they keep just growing shoots and shoots all the time, so you can keep taking cuttings off them. So that's one of my plans this year. So before I go, just a reminder about the competition. If you've not entered it, make sure you enter it. It's on my page further down. So many entries so far. I'm looking forward to drawing that next week. So you've got plenty of chance to enter. Again, the recipe book is coming soon, and the recipe pages and recipes showing you how to do the recipes. They're going to be featuring rhubarb at the moment, as that's the only produce I've got ready at the moment, to show you what rhubarb recipes you can make, and I found some delicious ones. So yeah, watch this space. Remember to keep sharing my posts, what I put on my page. I'm nearly at 4,000 followers. Wow, that is fantastic. I can't believe how much it's grown. So yeah, make sure you keep sharing posts and commenting and liking. So thank you for watching, and I best get back to my painting of my beds. And remember everybody, keep gardening.